Hello and good afternoon, and yes, you are back live with the crew. Thanks for being here with me. Today I want to talk about you guys again. See, when I embarked on this channel and thought that I'd go down a road, it really has been nothing at all like I planned. It's been 10 times better. And so many people always said, Allan, don't ever put your email out there. Don't let them know who you are or where you live. And, it's just really bad and you'll get doxxed and, they'll climb over your fence and, steal your dog. You hear all that about humans and people and all of us. And I know there's people out there, the scammers and the bots and all that, and I get all that. I got it. But I've had the privilege, the honor and the privilege to speak with, dozens of people over the last few weeks. It's an interaction that I would have never had before. It's a friendship that I've formed with people who reached out to me, and I reached back to them and said, well, we're in this together. This is what we do now. I had a great conversation with a gal recently, and she and I were talking about, it was a couple of different people. It's amazing to me how many people that I spoke to had the identical life, the identical situation. It was, and to a T, every person, nobody ever asked me this one question: when's it going to go up? What price do you think it'll go to? Nobody ever asked me that. You know what they all asked me? Hey, what are you going to do with your money when you do well? This is what I got planned. What do you think about my plan? What do you think about me feeding people? What do you think about me just starting up farms all over the place? What do you think about me really helping people out as soon as I can afford it? To a T, every single person of the dozens that I have interviewed in the last few weeks have said the same thing, identical. I want to help people. What can I do? How can I help? If you need me, call me. Let me know. You have my number now. Text me, Allan. If you're in my area, I'd like to meet you. But if you know somebody who needs help or has a situation or wants just somebody to talk to, you're all amazing. And it really dawned on me that it's not just crypto people. It's all people now. Once you get to know a lot of people, they really care about people. But there's something going on with crypto. And it's the fact that they can see a better future, a brighter future. They know they're going to do well. They just got to hang on. And as soon as they hang on, as soon as the cards fall in their direction, they're going to be able to be those kind of people that can do and become the philanthropist of the future and the people that made a difference. And for the first time in man's history, that we're going to be a generation, a couple of 2-3 generations here, that are going to prosper to the point where we're going to be able to make a difference. And we are. And we will. Let's just talk. I didn't talk to anybody that wants to buy a yacht. Nobody. I'm a yacht captain. You would think they would want to talk about yachts. We stand, meaning mankind stands to prosper in a way, in a financial revolution that we've never prospered in before. And I know a lot of people are concerned about AI, but the profits that crypto is going to generate, it's going to enable people to seek the life and help the people that they want to help. But the AI is actually going to give people more free time going forward for generations. I think this is a big turning point where all the printing that's going on, and it's going to keep going on, is simply going to make people with assets very, very well to do. And those people are going to be a massive group of people like you that have come from the lower to mid class up, and we're going to make a difference in the world. AI is going to allow the lower bottom level of people that are working their tails off for nothing to actually relax and do what they want to do for a living. It's a twist, and it's going to be a few years to take place, probably even a decade for that to occur. But I really want you guys to wrap your head around that, because I think that's where we're headed and what's coming. So getting back to crypto, let's just talk about some of the news this week. I don't know about you guys, but I've noticed every single day and every single week for this whole year, it's been nothing but good news and fundamental news and fundamentally great news and better news and even better news. I'm sure you guys heard some of the news this week, but the one that really hit me was the Pennsylvania was nearly unanimous bipartisan vote for people to be able to self-custody, make payments with non-US dollars. I mean, just think about that. It was only just a couple of months ago that we actually had a presidential candidate spend something other than U.S. currency in U.S. to purchase something. That's how fast this is happening. Now there's a whole state wanting to do it. Great state of Pennsylvania. Innovators in many ways, especially when it comes to people's rights, as we know. It's an amazing thing that I think a lot of people looked at it and went, yeah, it's kind of cool. It's kind of big. You know, it still has to go up to the next level to be passed or something. I've been in crypto a long time. If you take that one for granted, you are missing the crypto boat here. That was huge, guys. The other one was Microsoft. Oh, Microsoft's talking about it and da-da-da-da-da. Well, the board doesn't like it. Just take a look at the members on the board. It's the who's who of CEOs of every company that's ever been a company is the board members there. Of course they don't like it. They're in the middle of losing their tail. Crypto's changing their lives. There's absolutely no way Microsoft can go another 2 years without owning Bitcoin or crypto. Notice they use the word crypto. They have to. It's not a matter of if, it's when. They have to, because just 5 or 10 or 15% of crypto on your books makes the other 90% of the worthlessness of 90% of the companies in the S&P 500 who generate nothing, who have nothing, who just do busy work to keep people busy so that they can just refinance their debt every 5 years. That's what's going on. They're all zombie Ponzi schemes, all of them. And when AI gets going crazy, it's going to cut all that dead wood out of there. In particular, the 400 of those 500 S&P are dead wood, are zombie, trying to keep people busy jobs. That's all coming. Crypto's creating all of that. Let's talk about Allan Greenspan. Did you hear what he had to say? The man essentially said crypto. Notice he said crypto too, right? I believe he did say Bitcoin, but then he said it called it all crypto. Interesting comments he had. Essentially, he just shrugged off a little bit to the fact that, well, that's what human nature does. We invest in things that are scarce and things that we see value in, and we'll always see value in it. And he said, look, it can't go below zero. It can only go to zero, which was, what a cop-out. You know, I really thought that was the lowest end of the whole thing. He did speak very highly about crypto. And who would have thought a man whose father was one of the largest gold bugs in the history of all mankind? And then Allan Greenspan, I don't know if you know much about him, but back in the 80s when I was a broker or wanting to be a big shot in Wall Street, he came along and he digitized everything. This is how you can double spend. You can create... It just blows my mind what they got away with in the 80s and the 90s. They basically took stocks from a beautiful written piece of paper to, oh yeah, you get this little click on a screen now. No number to it. No, how many of them are there? None of that. You got in a big percentage. Yeah, that's what you got. Crypto at least has a finite number associated with it. Somebody finally got smart and said, well, that's all there is. Can't make any more. That's it. Limited. They're starting to figure that out. When a 95-year-old man like Allan Greenspan figures this out, everybody in the economics world has done the math. And the ones that aren't ready to jump in and pile in, who needs them? They're just old dinosaurs that are just going to fall away by the wayside anyway. We don't need their support or their approval. It's unbelievable how many people still of the public that you and I know don't own the future of all transactions. The future of all transactions. Everything is a transaction. Clicking on your phone is a sending a text, that's a transaction. All of that will be tokenized. And yet nobody sees the potential. I don't know. Well, it could be a good thing one day. Maybe we don't know. Financial institutions know. They're all over this. Citibank is up to their ear. All of them are in and getting in deeper and deeper and deeper. The system, the man, the Bloombergs and the oh, no, we don't know. Maybe, could be, seems a little risky. What's going to happen to you and I's life the moment they quit saying, well, it seems risky to me, Al. How about you? I'll tell you what's going to happen. It's going to flood, and it's going to be a tsunami. And when it comes in, it's not going to be this cup and handle sideways for 9 months thing. Oh, sure, it's going to level off. It's not going to have 90% retractions. Those days are gone, my friend. Those are gone. There's too many people that want more of them, and there aren't enough of them. That simply tells me as soon as somebody starts selling them, they have to have a reason to sell them. Divorce, death in the family, I don't know. But other than that, what's your need to sell them, especially when you can borrow against them, use them as collateral, and loan against? Those days are here already. Fidelity comes to mind. You're looking at the future of all finances changing. The transactional fees, as you and I know, are going to zero. Transactions are going to be free. Free means easier life for the rest of us because they've been holding bank transactions over us for generations. Not much longer. So I really want you guys to understand where we're all headed. I've been trying to elevate my game and help many of you who have reached out to me discuss what our game plan is. Where are we going with this thing, Al? Have you seen this before? Have you seen an economic boom? Have you personally lived through one? Yeah, a couple of them. What'd you do, Al? I messed it up twice. I'm not going to do that this time. See, I've spent the last 5 to 10 years figuring out how I'm going to crush it. And crush it's what I'm planning on doing. That's what you and I are going to do together. So stick around if you feel like crushing something. Because you and I are going to create an umbrella, if you will, a fortress for you and your family to live the luxury and the happiness and the peace that all the wealthiest families of the world have been able to enjoy for generations and generations. We're going to set you up just like them because you're better than they are. So you deserve more, right? Clearly you deserve more than they do. Your generations have worked their tail off to get to where they're at. So have many of theirs, but you took the gamble, you took the risk, You understood that you were going to make a difference in the generations to come. You nailed the trade. Payday isn't here yet. It's clearly coming. And when it comes, I want you to be prepared. So, when crypto starts moving, I need more of you to get a hold of me, and I can introduce you to other people in this channel who have helped you or they've helped themselves already go through the process. And we can do it as a team and as a community, and we can support each other and have each other's back. That's how you succeed as a group, as a community. Then you and I get to cruise around and do our lives together with our families, with the safety of not having to look over your shoulder and wonder, hey, wait a minute, am I going to lose everything I ever had gained? Am I going to, oh, here come the dogs. Are they going to take it from me? Are they going to steal it from me? Or some wisecracking lawyer going to come along and crack my whole bank account and just ruin my life and my kid's life? No. Because we're going to crush it. All right, guys, with that, I just want to do a little catch up here for the weekend. Please get outside, enjoy your day. It's beautiful outside. Relax in the knowledge that you have done well. Hang on. Please don't sell your coins now. Do whatever you need to do because you need to take care of your family, clearly. But hang on to a few at least, because I think it's really going to be worth it one of these days soon. All right, guys, with that, enjoy your weekend and know that I love you all, and I am out. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Because, he did it again. Yeah, his shirt was wrinkled. I know. And I told you already why my shirt was wrinkled. Right? It's wrinkled because I pulled it out of the hamper a minute ago. I've been on the phone all day talking to folks about you and me and how we're all going to crush it together and how, this is just going to be epic. I don't have time to sit around and do laundry. I got, people to meet, place to go. So, sorry about this. I'm not sorry, actually. I'm not sorry one bit. Just want you all to know that. Wrinkled shirts. I'm going to make them popular. I know. My mom rolling over in her grave saying, I can't believe a son of mine would do that. On YouTube and all. Sorry, Mom. I'm relaxed here. I'm a chilled guy. The birds are chirping. What are you worried about? Anyway, love you all. I'm out.